Remember how earlier we saw that aspirated stops become unaspirated stops after s sounds in English? For example, car or scar, top or stop. So that's phonology. Phonology is the study of pattern of sound changes in a language. In English, we can see that the voiceless aspirated stop t becomes a voiceless alveolar stop after s sounds. But most speakers who grow up speaking English don't even realize that the sound changes. The sound that the speaker thinks that they are producing is called a phoneme. So in this example, an English speaker keeps that t, voiceless aspirated alveolar stop, in their mind, while on the surface, a voiceless alveolar stop is produced. So the voiceless, unaspirated alveolar stop is called an allophone of a phoneme. Another way of saying this is that the underlying sound is the voiceless aspirated stop t, and is produced in certain environments as a voiceless alveolar stop. So that's what's heard on the surface. So we can say that an allophone is a variant of a phoneme. The phoneme is what the speaker has in their mind, what they probably think that they're saying. The allophone is the sound that they actually make, that's actually produced on the surface. So another allophone of the voiceless aspirated stop, voiceless aspirated alveolar stop, t, in many American varieties is the flap. So remember that a flap is like a rapidly produced stop sound, like the middle sound in butter. So the t, the voiceless aspirated alveolar stop, becomes a flap in between vowels if the first one is stressed. So underlyingly, the phoneme, or what the speaker has in their mind, is a t sound, a voiceless aspirated alveolar stop. But what is heard is a flap sound. The flap sound is what is actually produced. So that's why you'll hear other speakers of other varieties, like some British varieties, maintain the t sound, because in some British varieties, the sound doesn't change. So why do we change sounds? Usually it's because of the other sounds around it, right? Like we saw in these other two examples. So the t, the voiceless aspirated alveolar stop, might change to a flap because a flap sound, an approximant, is more like vowel. So the other sounds around it influence it and make it change. So that's what we'll be briefly introducing in this section. We'll talk about 3 different kinds of sound change: assimilation, insertion, and deletion, using English as examples.